Hey everyone, thanks for checking in. This is the first video for the BC4 Performance YouTube channel page. Wanted to break down my favorite receiver in the game right now, Davante Adams, and give you a taste of what I'm looking for when I watch games myself, but also how I take that and then be able to coach the players I work with and show them not only the mental part of the game, but the physical part of the game and kind of some of the things I always go over. So this is a play from the Monday night game the other day, which was obviously the Las Vegas Raiders, Kansas City Chiefs. Late in the game in the fourth quarter, Davante catches a huge touchdown pass here, and we're just going to look at the video on the left right now really quick. So video on the left, this is the All-22 film from NFL.com, and it gives you an overview and an overlook of the game. So what I'd like to look at here is what is the coverage that the defense is playing. So right now, for a wide receiver, you really need to be able to understand coverages. So when you look at this as a wide receiver, the two keys, number one is the corners and where they're lined up. Okay, so right now the corners are lined up and they're low. Okay, so up top, they're about 5 yards away. Down low, down here, we're about 2 to 3 yards away, standing outside. So that right there should tip you off that it's cover two. Okay, cover two is always going to be with corners that play low and cover down here, okay, and in the flat area, and then you're going to have two safeties that basically cover this back half and then this back half, okay? So that's really the key right there. Okay, we're playing cover two. So what does that mean? That means that the two safeties in the back have to cover 50% of the field, okay? So that's a challenge for them. So that means that the areas you can target are either down the middle or these two sides, all right, because those are going to be it's the furthest distance for them to have to try and cover. So Davante Adams here, okay, is going to basically just run a free release, go route down the middle of the field. All right, so when he does this, he doesn't waste any time. All right, so he gets inside, takes an inside release, and goes straight up the field. Okay, inside release, straight up the field, doesn't get touched and starts attacking downfield. Then what he does right about here at about 10, he gives a stutter step. When he does this stutter step, this is very important. The stutter step right here really freezes the safety, okay, because the safety knows that he can run an in, it's 3rd and 8. So he could run an in right now at the sticks. He could run an out. He could run a post, a corner, or he could continue straight. So right here, when he does this stutter, it freezes the safety because there's so many options of what he can do, and that makes him slow down and stop. So anytime you change that tempo in your route or create a hesitation, that's what you really want to do. Number one, you want to create that hesitation. But the change in the tempo of the route is really what's going to freeze the defender. So this is a great way for him to use that, is right at that point of about 10 yards where he would break for any of those routes. He does that hesitation. He lifts his chest up, and once he lifts his chest up to the DB that's saying, hey, he's going to slow down, and right there he gives that extra burst, and now he's gone, and the safety has to try and catch up to him. Okay? If we flip over to the next side of this, all right, so we get a different viewpoint of this here, okay? When he runs this, all right, we'll talk about, once again, the release right here. He does a quick jab step, but really what he does is he comes to base. So if you watch his back foot here, okay, so the back foot here just comes up and essentially replaces this front foot, and then this front foot takes a step forward. So really what he does here on these first two steps is he gains ground. And once he gains that ground, and he just dips that shoulder a little bit, attacks those hands, now he gets a free release right 2 yards off the ball. He's already even with the defender. Okay, as a wide receiver, if you're even with the defender, you're winning that route because you know where you're going. So this is very hard for that DB right now. Yes, he's in cover two, so it's really a trail position. He doesn't have to stay with him. But right now, it shouldn't be 2 yards off the ball that Davante is already even with him. So now he's even with him. That defender's in a trail already. Okay, and then once he comes here to this top, like I said, he raises that chest up. That's what the defender's watching. He's watching him right now. So he sees a chest raised up. When that chest raises up, it frees him because he thinks that he's slowing down to make a cut. Now he speeds back up, and now he's off to the races. But two of the most important things that he does is how he finishes this play right here. So as he keeps running down the field, he keeps bending inside because now he's trying to stack the safety. Okay, if he just stayed outside here, now the safety has more of a clear path. So as he comes here, the safety's in a free run. Davante starts to bend in, and now he's stacking this DB, so he has the body position because he's a little bit further than him, so he can block him out from the ball. Now as the ball comes down and comes in, the next big thing that Davante doesn't do is he doesn't reach until the last second. That football, okay, his hands don't come up until that football is right here. Okay, so he waits until the last possible second because he doesn't want to show his hands early. Okay, and once he does that, as he follows and tracks that in, we're going to see it from the other side. He does a fantastic job of, as he catches this, his hands go up, he's soft, and right as his hands grab this thing, he pulls that ball right in and away from that defender. Okay, so he twists his body and turns away from that defender right now. Okay, so now as he turns away, it pushes that defender's arm this way. And now as he turns, he tucks that ball in and covers it right up in his right arm. And like I said, he finishes twisted away from the DB. So with this one play, there's so many different pieces that we can look at that Davante does such a good job of. And this is why he's arguably the best receiver in the NFL. Is it's the route running and the understanding of what the coverage is. Okay, so it's understanding what is the defender thinking. 3rd and 8, they're just trying to get a first down. And once I get to a certain point, if I hesitate, he doesn't know which way I'm going. Okay? Does a great job with the release of just gaining ground and getting down the field right now. And then, like I said, as we just went through these pieces here, as he gets down this all the way through the end of his route, he tries to re-sack to the defender to get the body position. And then as we finish the catch, we show late hands, and then we twist our body and tuck that football away to protect it right at the end of the play. So a lot of really good things here from Davante. And, you know, as a wide receiver, these are the pieces we're going to look at. So I appreciate you guys checking in. I'm going to try and put out a couple of videos each week following NFL or college football that show similar things. We're going to look at the mental portion of the game, the physical portion of the game, and why these guys are successful week in and week out, and how we can learn as younger players, what can we learn from them and how do we apply it onto the field so we can get better.